Now, it's been described as the perfect storm for online offenders, with more children spending time online at home during lockdown. Since the spring, the number of child grooming incidents where young people are approached online and through apps are on the rise. It's led to calls for better checks on social media. I should say you may find some of the details in Liana Hozia's report. Distressing.
When I was 14, I was just living my life at school as you do. And it wasn't even like something scary happened at the time. It was just that I started talking to a few older guys on Facebook. They messaged me, just had a conversation with them, and it was like one thing led to another, and it just got a lot more sinister without me even noticing. But they were just asking for pictures and, just asking me to talk dirty with them and say that's what girls, mature girls their age would do, and I just wanted to match up to that.
Mara never actually met up with any of these older men, but Kelly, not her real name, wasn't so lucky. She was groomed on Instagram by a woman who posed as a modelling scout. She invited Kelly to meet for a job, but it was a man who was waiting for her.
That's when he forced himself on me. She came in half an hour later, and I can't explain it, but obviously it was all planned between both of them. I was telling him, no, I can't do this. On top of that, they were going to gang rape me as well. I heard them making phone calls saying, she's here. They were asking if I had any friends, and I said I'm not from here, I don't have any friends, because I didn't want them to try and force me to lure someone else in.
The NSPCC says that during the April to June lockdown, there were over 1,200 online grooming crimes recorded, with 100 of those here in London. And more than half of those cases were on Facebook-owned apps, with Instagram being the platform of choice. But according to the police, this is the tip of the iceberg.
The National Crime Agency has recently revised its assessment of the number of men that have a sexual interest in children from between 66 and 80,000 to now up to 300,000. This is now reaching epidemic proportions.
In a statement from Facebook, they say, we don't allow grooming on our platforms. 96% of the child exploitation content we remove is taken down before it's reported to us.
They're not doing anywhere near enough. And that's why legislation through the Online Harms White Paper is absolutely necessary.
You can't file a complaint and write out what's wrong. You literally have to tick a box. And it's like, hate speech or bullying or this person's pretending to be me. There's never a box for this person's sexually harassing me, this person is, soliciting, doing all this dirty underage sex stuff. Like, there's never a box for that.
Children are online even more during the pandemic, which is why many, like Mared, are campaigning for legislation to protect them. Liana Hozia, BBC London.